Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Chess and welcome back to 1 Year 365. And today we'll continue the American football miniseries. This is part 3. And today we'll actually talk about the teams and positions and, just the terms for the players because I don't know anything about this at all. I forgot to mention actually in the first part that as someone that came from Asia, I never understood how to play football. But I've seen that it's quite popular, so I kind of want to learn more, and I guess that's why I also made this mini series, just to educate myself pretty much about football. And yeah, I before I am doing this, I have no idea at all. And it's kind of interesting because in the first part we just talk generally about football, and then the second part we talk a little bit of history about football, how it derived from soccer and rugby, and yeah, it's kind of interesting as well because the first time it was played by 25 players, and also the ball is still round as well, not slightly oval, and yeah, meaning that there is so many patches in between years, and it transformed from derivative into its own sport, which is kind of interesting, right? Because usually when you try to making new sport is kind of difficult, right? And yeah, I guess football succeeded in uh, it's transformative. That's what I'm trying to say. It really transformative because now that you know football, it's kind of different, right, from soccer. Like it's way different, and also from rugby as well. It's also kind of different. So yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about teams and positions. Uh, as usual, I'm gonna limit myself to about 20 minutes max. The previous one though was like 24 minutes. I was kind of off by 4 minutes, so yeah, I kind of try my best to make this kind of stuff short. Anyway, a football game is played between two teams of 11 players each. Playing with more on the field is punishable by a penalty. Okay. Um, Okay, that's kind of obvious, right? 11 players. Why would you add like another person? That's kind of not fair on its own. Teams may substitute any number of their players between downs. Okay, this platoon system replaced the original system, which featured limited substitution rules and has resulted in teams utilizing specialized offensive, defensive, and special teams units. I guess it makes sense as well because if there is a limit, I feel like how can you change one player to another player? Also keep in mind that this sport is this heavily includes physical contact, like body contact, and just to prevent people from injuring themselves. I feel like this change actually is great. They can change any number at in between downs. I feel like that's fair, I would say, because again, like if someone's injured, you don't want to hold them on the field, right? You can change them, and when you change them, usually it will shifted your team strategy a little bit. So when you shift one person, you probably want to shift more person as well. That's best suits for the new players, right? So yeah. Anyway, individual players in a football game must be designated with a uniform number between 1 and 99. How do you get the number though? NFL, yeah, that's also one of my question about soccer as well. Like, how do you determine your player's number? Pretty much like, how to get number one. If I want to get number 7, how do I do that? If I want to get number 14, how do I do that? Right? NFL teams are required to number their players by a league-approved numbering system, and any exceptions must be approved by the commissioner. Okay, so it's 1 and 99, meaning that there can only be 99 players at a time, probably. Both on the field and the bench as well. That is interesting. Okay. NCAA and NFHS teams are strongly advised to number their offensive players according to a league suggested numbering scheme. But how though? I don't know how to do that. Although the sport is played, I think it's probably like if you're in the main team, you probably got the low number, like number one to, I don't know, let's say 20. You probably got the, that's for the main team, right? And then as the number increase, that is for like, the side players, I would say. Again, I don't know how the numbering system. It's not really mentioned here, I guess, but okay. Although the sport is played almost exclusively by men, women are eligible to play in high school, college, and professional football. No woman has ever played in the NFL, but women have played in high school and college football games. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, you can if you want, but keep in mind that this requires physical contact, right? I feel like, I don't know, like women, like like women, like they have more sensitive body part, I think, because let's think about it this way: pregnancy, right? Like women can have pregnancy while men cannot, right? Well, I guess that's the general rule. If you're, like knowing about there's multiple genders, that's besides the point, right? What I'm trying to say is that there's only either one of them that can do that, and I feel like, yeah, that's like one of the vital organ as well. I feel like that will be, I don't know. Um, I feel like it's gonna be dangerous if they actually got injured. Not saying that it will be fine for men to get injured, not like that, but I feel like they're both as risky, but one is more riskier than the other. I feel like, so that's just like my opinion, though. You can agree or disagree, but yeah, I feel like it's. I mean, you can for sure, you can, but I don't know. I feel like also it's kind of not fair as well if if you're a woman and the opponents are among men as well. uh, if there's any, I feel like it's women versus women. I feel like full women team versus full women team, and it's not actually uh what is it, like a um like a mixed team. I don't think so, but all right. Anyway, in 2018, 1,100 of the 225,000 players in Pop Warner Literal Scholars youth football were girls, and around 11% of the 5.5 million Americans who reported playing tackle football are female, according to the Sports and Fitness Industry Association. Women can also serve as officials. Sarah Thomas became the NFL's first female official in 2015. Okay, I guess there is that, which is great, right? But keep in mind that this is like a sport that heavily involves heavy impact, like body contact. So you kind of want to be careful about that. I mean, it also, it also, um, applied for men as well. Like if you think you are weak, you probably don't want to join this, especially when you have like bad record of health, like I don't know, like a bone injury or something. You're probably not advised to do this sport. Instead, there are so many other sports, like take a look at chess probably, right? Like um, you think most of the time, right? I mean, you use your hand as well, the speed, to press the button. That's something, right? um, Anyway, the role of the offensive unit is to advance the football down the field with the ultimate goal of scoring a touchdown. Okay, oh, it's already been 10 minutes. I need to be faster. Okay, this is the team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 9 to 11. And then that's 2, 7 to 9. Okay, that's 11, 11. Interesting, there's one over here, one over here. So these two pairs, I feel like at the start they will all hold each other, I feel. But okay. Diagram of a typical pre-snap formation, the offense, right? Okay, so the snap is basically when when the game starts and then everyone starts pushing each other, right? I feel like that's what happened here. A diagram of a typical pre-snap formation. The offense red is lined up in a variation of the I formation, while the defense blue is lined up in the 4-3 defense. Both formations are legal. Okay. Oh, there's actually an illegal formation. That's interesting, actually. Anyway, The offensive team must line up in a legal formation before they can snap the ball. An offensive formation is considered illegal if there are more than 4 players in the backfield or fewer than 5 players numbered 50 to 79 on the offensive line. Never mind, I was wrong. High numbers actually is also a thing. Interesting. Players can line up temporarily in a position whose eligibility is different from what their number permits as long as they report the change immediately to the referee, who then informs the defensive team of the change. Neither team's players except the center or C are allowed to line up in or cross the neutral zone until the ball is snapped. Interior offensive linemen are not allowed to move until the snap of the ball. That is a lot of rule. Interesting. Quarterback for the Kiel Baltic Hurricanes. Under center, ready to take the snap. I see. Okay. Quarterback. Interesting. So what does that mean? Oh, I see. So this person will push back the ball, I think, and then this guy. Oh, this is the quarterback. I see. This one, it will push the ball backward, right? And then this one will capture and then probably run or just throw. I don't know. But yeah, the main backfield positions are the quarterback, QB, halfback or tailback, okay, HBTB, and fullback. The quarterback is the leader of the offense. Oh, I see. So I was wrong then. Hundreds of episodes ago, yeah, like at this point, it's already been 200 and something episodes, and yeah, hundreds on hundreds of episodes ago, I did a I did a video in which I kind of, like talk about, like it kind of depends what your personality is. Like, in the what is it like? If you're in a football team, what would you do, right? I guess I said quarterback because at the time I thought that quarterback is kind of defensive. Oh, I was wrong. Quarterback is actually offense, and in fact, it's the leader of the offense. So, yeah, that's not me for sure. Okay. Either the quarterback or the coach calls the plays. Quarterbacks typically inform the rest of the offense of the play in the huddle before the team lines up. The quarterback lines up behind the center to take the snap and then hands the ball off, throws it or runs with it. Yeah, like I said, right? This person will throw to the quarterback and then try to hold the player in front. And then after that, the quarterback can either run or just throw. Like I said, pretty much. Um, the primary role of the halfback, also known as the running back or the tailback, is to carry the ball on running plays. Halfbacks may also serve as receivers. Fullbacks tend to be larger than halfbacks and function primarily as blockers, but they are sometimes used as runners in short yardage situations and are seldom used in passing situation. Okay, so halfback is to carry the ball on running plays. Okay, so they carry the ball but also run. Interesting. May also serve as receivers. Ah, I see. So if the quarterback get the ball, right, and then the running back try to run forward, I guess, and then the quarterback throws the ball for at the halfbacks, I guess. I don't know. Fullbacks tend to be larger than halfbacks. Okay, and yeah. Um, the offensive, okay, so fullbacks is actually the primarily as blockers. Okay, so it's probably the people that is like this one, the three people over here probably is the fullback. I don't know actually. It's just my guess. The offensive line consists of several players. Oh, wait a second. The main. Uh, wait, wait. This is main backfield. But backfield and then there is offensive line, huh? Okay. The offensive line OL consists of several players whose primary function is to block members of the defensive line from tackling the ball carrier on running plays or sacking the quarterback on passing plays. Oh, I see. Okay, so these four players is the one that is the offensive line. I think this one over here, the orange, that's only one. I think that's the quarterback. This is the offensive line, and then this is the probably halfback, this one person, and then this 3% is probably halfback as well, and then this two is fullback probably. I don't know, or this one over here. Uh, I think I'm not sure though. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I still don't really understand. But okay. The offensive line consists of several players whose primary function is to block. Okay. The leader of the offensive line is the center, who is responsible for snapping the ball to the quarterback, blocking, and for making sure that the other linemen do their jobs during the play. On either side of the center are the guards, while tackles T line up outside the guards. Okay, so um, this is guards and also tackles over here. So okay, interesting. There is GT. Okay, the principal receivers are the wide receivers WR, and the tight ends or TE. Wide receivers line up on or near the line of scrimmage, split outside the line. The main goal of the wide receiver is to catch passes thrown by the quarterback, but they may also function as decoys or as blockers during running plays. Tight tight ends lined up outside the tackles and function both as receivers and as blockers. Okay, that's a lot of information. Defensive unit. Oh, that players kind of got body slammed by lots of players. Okay. Um, Dallas Cowboys defensive players forced Houston Texans running back Arian Foster to fumble the ball. The role of the defensive is to prevent the offense from scoring by tackling the ball carrier or by forcing turnovers, interceptions, or fumbles. Okay. The DL consists of defensive ends and defensive tackles, DE and DT. Okay. So that is a lot of role, which is interesting. Defensive ends lined up on the ends of the line, while defensive tackles line up inside between the defensive ends. The primary responsibilities of defensive ends and defensive tackles are to stop running plays on the outside and inside, respectively, to pressure the quarterback on passing plays, and to occupy the line so that the linebackers can break through. Okay, this one cornerback, Brent Grimes of the Hamburg Sea Devils, intercepts a pass. Yeah, like I said in the previous one as well. Like, you know, there can be like some kind of interception if it happens, right? If the quarterback decides to throw, especially into the halfback, I feel like there might be a some kind of interception that can happen there. Okay. Linebackers line up behind the defensive line, but in front of the defensive backfield. They are divided into two types: middle linebackers, MLB, and outside linebackers, OLB. Okay, so middle and outside. Linebackers are defensive leaders and call the defensive plays. Their diverse roles include defending the run, pressuring the quarterback, and guarding backs. Wide receivers and tight ends in the passing game. Okay. The defensive backfield, often called the secondary, consists of cornerbacks, CB, and safeties or S. Safeties are themselves divided into free safeties, FS, and strong safeties or SS. Cornerbacks line up outside the defensive formation, typically opposite a receiver to be able to cover them. Safeties line up between the cornerbacks but farther back in the secondary. Safeties are the last line of defense and are responsible for stopping deep passing plays as well as running plays. Okay. Special team unit, kicker Jeff Reed of the Pittsburgh Steelers executes a kickoff. The special teams unit is responsible for all kicking plays. Uh, the special teams unit of the team in control of the ball tries to execute field goals (FG) attempts, punts, and kickoffs, while the opposing team's unit will aim to block or return them. Three positions are specific, to the field goal and PAT (point after touchdown) unit. The place kicker K or PK, holder H, and long snapper or LS. The long snapper's job is to snap the football to the holder, who will catch the position it for the place kicker. There is not usually a holder on kickoffs because the ball is kicked off at T. However, a holder may be used in certain situations, such as if wind is preventing the ball from remaining upright on the tee. The player on the receiving team who catches the ball is known as the kickoff returner. That is a lot of abbreviation. I guess you cannot know the title for this video then. Too much abbreviation, too many abbreviations. Um, the positions specific to punt plays are the punter, P, more abbreviation, long snapper, a back, and gunner. The long snapper snaps the football directly to the punter, who then drops and kicks it before it hits the ground. Gunners line up split outside the line and race down the field, aiming to tackle the punt returner, PR, the player who catches the punt. More abbreviation. Apex line up in a short distance behind the line of scrimmage, providing additional protection to the punter. And that's it. That is all the roles. It's kind of interesting how many roles are there for 11 players. Like I feel like every person has their own role. It seems like you can name a role and give it to a player, and specifically for a player as well, which is interesting. Unlike soccer, I don't think there's only goalkeeper, captain, and then yeah, just like I don't know, like offense and defense. I feel like there's not really. It's like back. I don't know what's the roles for soccer again. I kind of forgot, but yeah. Even captain, it can be anyone. Captain is not really a role if you think about it. Uh, there's only I feel like there's only goalkeeper and then the regular players. Yeah, the captain, the goalkeeper even can be the captain himself. So yeah. Anyway, a little bit for this one. This is the team and the formations. There's so many abbreviations. There's so many roles. It kind of hurts my head a little bit. It's probably gonna be easier for me to just watch Super Bowl and yeah, just understand the game myself just from the point of view of watching it myself. Learn by watch pretty much. Um, but yeah, anyway, I think that'll be for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay healthy. I will see you again tomorrow or a few days from now in the part 4, I believe. And part 4 will be rules. Interesting. So this will be the rules. And yeah, that will be for the next part. But until then, stay healthy. I will see you again very soon. And see ya.